It is the morning of September 8th. Let's do an update here on Bitcoin's chart because as I said last night, I believe we have a rally for Bitcoin into rate cuts being announced on September 17th, and then you have a sell-off again. And then we'll have to reevaluate things. Now, how high I think Bitcoin can go and how low I think it can go are where these lines are on my chart. And now these aren't actually points of resistance and support that I found by looking at tops and bottoms of candles on Bitcoin's chart, although it does happen to line up with those areas as well. I actually got these lines from the Bitcoin liquidity heat map over on CoinGlass, which represents in the brightest parts the places where centralized exchanges make the most amount of money if they drive the market up or down. In this case, on the 1 month time frame for the Bitcoin liquidity heat map, it shows that there's a ton of liquidations at about $114.2 thousand all the way up to $120,000. And then on the 3 month chart, you have a huge pocket of liquidations here at roughly $107,000, potentially even much further down. But that big pocket's right here at $107K. So assuming that my theory is correct, that we do get a rally into rate cuts, that would go up as far right here as $114.2 thousand and then potentially have a correction down. The centralized exchanges get to profit here, they profit here, and then, we find some bottom at some point and then they rip upwards and they get another big payday here, right? Or it's a rally all the way up to $120,000 and then the exchanges will at least make the attempt, most likely, to try to drive the market down and grab these liquidations, because Binance alone makes about $750 million here, well over $2 billion here, and also well over $2 billion here if the exchanges are able to manipulate the markets enough to swing in those directions. It's a pretty big financial incentive to do so. So with that in mind, let's finish up our chart analysis here with pure technical analysis. Today, we're bouncing off the 12-day exponential moving average, and the 21-day exponential moving average is currently acting as resistance. Now, as bulls, you really want to see us pretty much erase this candle. That's a long, nasty wick to the downside. That's basically a double top right here, also a bearish indicator. You want to see Bitcoin start to make a higher relative high from these points here and start to erase that bearishness, because it's a lot of bearishness. And on the 8-hour time frame, our long indicators here, we are getting our rally upwards and trying to hold the 55 EMA, and a key thing here will be getting above the 200 EMA. If that can happen, we will have our move upwards to our first key liquidation zone and begin to reevaluate the market in the charts to see if we have a chance of going higher to 120K. That is the update for the day. Hope you have a good day, do good things, be good people, make a bunch of money.